Hi, this is for my Virgos. This is for the week of February 9th through the 15th. What does Spirit or allies want to talk to Virgos about? Okay, this week they're showing me that you need to make sure that what you're saying is exactly what you mean, okay? Please do not be condescending to people this week. And you're not the only sign that got this. They're showing me you really have to be cautious on how you present your ideas or your concepts to people, okay? Because they show me people are going to be very, very hypersensitive and they're going to take it the wrong way. And the people that are going to take it the wrong way are the people that love you the most, okay? So, or want to help you the most. They care about you. They're not going to be the stranger down the street that takes it the wrong way. It's going to be your wife that takes it the wrong way. It's going to be your mother that takes it the wrong way. It's going to be your kids that are like, oh my God, dad really is angry at me. Like, they're showing me, please be very cautious about the way you present your information, because they show me your tongue is like a sword and it's very, very cutting. So make sure that you're not being condescending. You do have I know my Virgos have a tendency of having a very distinct personality and a very distinct sense of humor. And it's almost like it's not a bad sense of humor, but it's very dry on lots of levels. And it's not always, does not always come across as funny. You think it's funny, like inside you, you're busting a gut and thinking it's hilarious. Other people are like, oh my God, he just called me fat. Like, why did he call me fat? We've been friends forever and he just called me fat. Like, does he not care about me? They're showing me that's not what you meant. I understand that's not what you meant, but they're showing me the other person doesn't take it the correct way. So please just be cautious about where you say it. So they just show me that people's like they're wearing their heart on their sleeve this week, and it does show me that it cuts a little deeper than you want it to do. Okay, so try just to be cautious the way you say it. So that could be on the work front for you. If you have a apprentice or someone that's younger than you that you've been helping or trying to work through, they're showing me make sure that you don't say, well, God, if you knew how to drive better, then we wouldn't have this problem. They're showing me don't do that. Like, even though you were laughing about it and you were trying to make it into a joke, they take it as a offense and they're like, oh, so you don't like working with me? You think I'm a bad driver? Something to that effect. So they're showing me try not to go down that path, okay? The next thing they want you to focus on is, for my Virgos, is they do show me, and this may be actually, okay, if you guys are trying to sell your house, this is a good time to get your house on the market. And that's for a small group of you, but they do show me that movement is going to happen and you need to get in the movement. Like, they keep showing me this is like an escalator and you've decided to take the stairs and you're missing the escalator. Okay, and that's where everything's moving and grooving faster, is on the escalator, because you took the stairs. And it's not that it's a bad thing, it's just they show me that you've been very hyper focused on your ultimate goal of this, but you're missing the actual opportunity. It's passing you by right here. So if you're trying to apply for a job, then get out there and apply for the job. Okay, don't say, okay, I'll get to it next week. Don't do that. Get out there and apply for the job. I know that you guys are tweaking your resume and trying to make it perfect and make it sound perfect. Put it out there. Like, you know, they see hundreds of resumes. Even if you have one spelling typo in it, they're not going to hold it against you, okay? Get it out there, okay? Now, if this is where you're trying to get a project done, they do show me that you may actually have to think outside the box and start utilizing or having other people help you, or ask other people's opinions so that they can make achieving this project or this goal at work easier for you. So, and I know you don't always like to ask for help because you guys are very independent signs, you're very self-efficient signs, and that's a great skill that you have developed. But they do show me in this situation, it does look like outside help or outside influence would actually be beneficial for you, okay? What else for my Virgos? Okay, Virgos, they also are talking about that you need to make sure that you're actually seeing the whole picture this week. And that's probably why they're showing me that you need to pay attention to the way you talk to people, because they're showing me you're missing major signs. So it's almost like you, again, the scenario they're giving me is you don't realize that your partner at work, their mother went into the hospital over the weekend. They didn't bring it to work. They didn't tell you it because it's not relevant to work. and they're still trying to process it, but you don't realize it. So then you make a comment like, God, I really just don't get along with my mom. If she could just die, it would be awesome. You know, something to that effect. And it really is upsetting to them, even though it should not be upsetting to them, because you were being sarcastic and not intending it. They're viewing it as, my mom is dying and I'm having to deal with this. I wish I was in the same position as you. And so they're showing me they take it in the wrong offense. So just make sure you're viewing the whole picture for what it is. If their energy is off, then you may want to play with them with or handle them with kid gloves. They keep showing me you put cookie mittens on, so your touch is not as sharp, okay? So make sure that whoever you're dealing with, you're actually paying attention to the signs. This could also be on the home front, and it makes me feel it's associated with kids. Does not have to be, but it's a younger person that it's associated with, and you do not realize that maybe their boyfriend just broke up with them, and this is your son, or this is your daughter, and their boyfriend just broke up with them, or their girlfriend, and therefore they are very heartbroken because it's their first love and they're just losing that person. Or they just found out that when they graduate this year, they're going off to college in another state, and therefore they are going to break up, and they just figured this out. They show me to you, I know you look at it and you're like, this is so petty, like it's not a big deal, you'll find someone new, blah, blah, blah. That's not how they view it. So please be open-minded about how they actually are viewing the situation, and accept it from their point of view and just be there. That does not mean you need to tell them how to do it or instruct them how to do it. It's more your presence and your support that's more needed at this time, okay? What else for my Virgos? They keep showing me someone, the other thing they keep showing me is someone that's driving a car and looking over as they're driving down the freeway, and they see a car dealership and they're like, I need a new car. This is a good time. They show me, this would be a good time to swing in, because it's almost, you may find that there's like a Valentine's Day deal going on new cars if you're looking for a new car for a group of you, because they keep showing me someone driving by, be like, oh my God, I really love that green car over there. And they pull in and they buy the new car because it's like 20% off. Okay. So make sure that if you're trying to buy some kind of big ticket item, it's almost like check out the deals. It's almost like there's a random deal going on that you didn't realize, and you actually get a better deal. Okay. For the last card for my Virgos, they do show me that understand you guys are always focused on the big picture, and you're always focused on bettering yourself, bettering society, trying to be real in the real world right now, living currently. I get that. Like, that's not a big problem. I love my Virgos. I think that that's fine. But they do show me that you are missing out on a lot of stuff because you are trying to do that big picture view, okay? So make sure that you're spending the time that you need with your loved ones or your friends. They do show me, take the mask off. Everybody knows that you're great. Everybody knows that you're very important. Everybody knows that you're very skilled. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for the real person underneath the mask that they either fell in love with your partner, or that your kids really need that parent figure. They need that loving person that's behind the mask. Your friends just need that laughy person that's behind the mask. Like, they just need that person that cracks a joke, and even if it's way inappropriate, they still do it. Make sure that's the person you're showing people this week, because it looks like that people are on edge and they don't need the reality checks, okay? So this week just makes me feel like you need to be very much, it's almost like a humbling week for you. You just need to be very real with people, okay? If people want to go on vacation with you, because for a small group of you, they're showing me a vacation, like a water scene right here. They're showing me, see how there's a beach right here. You see the beach, the horizon, a wave coming in, people sitting on the beach right here. I don't know why that's highlighted, but they do show me that if there's a vacation coming, focus on the vacation. See how he's eyeballing it? Focus on the vacation. So if you're making a vacation, start making plans for the vacation this week, okay? Okay, Virgos, that is it for my Virgos for February 9th through the 15th. Virgos, if you want to have a reading with myself, Perstephane Rose, or any of the other gifted psychics on my website, please go down into the bio. You'll find the information there. Otherwise, have a fantastic week, Virgos.